Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the show. Because you're doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this 24 May 2025. I know what you're saying. Ink, am I dreaming? Or is that some sunrise in your background? My ladies and gentlemen, you are absolutely right. You were absolutely right. It is some sun in the background. I know what you're saying. We haven't had this in a fucking week. So this is a blessing. We're gonna take advantage of it. The birds, loud, annoying, but I love them because they're God little singy bird. Um, we're tired, so usually what I do is I try to stay awake, right, until the sunrise. I check outside. Is the sunrise worth filming? If yes, I'll make an effort to stay up. If not, I'll go to sleep and have some pleasant dream about world domination from another species. Very odd. I should possibly talk to my shrink. Yeah. Note to self. Okay, talk to your shrink. Today we're talking about mental health, right? You see the nice little segue here. I know what you're saying. Ain't you talk about your mental health a lot, dude? When is it gonna stop? We want you to be better, but at the same time, it's been a while, dude. And the reason why I talk about mental health is oh, we did a large video yesterday, a humongous video yesterday, to a degree where the video itself is like 54 minutes of a subject that I wasn't even supposed to do. And it was appetite, right? And how depression affected your appetite. And because I was depressed, I wasn't enjoying food. I was doing food review, but not enjoying the food that I was reviewing, which in itself was insane. Ink, not liking food? Is there pigs with freaking wings? Right? Is there chicken with teeth? We're in another reality. We're in a parallel universe where this is not the good multiverse. This is the bad one. This is a bad timeline. Um, and when it came to that, I'm like, dude, it's important to talk about it because what if someone was going through the same thing that you are and they didn't know why they're losing appetite? They're listening to this guy who, admittedly, a bit weird, a bit out there, but trying to be kind, trying to be sweet. Um, so yeah, so I think this kind of journal, if you will, or this diary of Jane. My name is not Jane, but I love this song. Um, this sort of diary of Jane, if you will, is a nice testament to this present moments and this present pain, but it's also possibly a testament to people going through that, right? Um, I'm gonna say something that's horrible, but I'll blame it on the fact that I'm tired and I don't care. Take the journal of Anne Frank, and I'm not saying that I'm Anne Frank, right? But she's a little girl that was a victim of World War II, and she hid in a attic, right? Now, I don't think there's a lot of people that read the journal of Anne Frank and like, oh my God, she's me, dude. I associate with her. But at the same time, it's a little girl and her state of mind and her thought process during this horrible event. And although depression isn't the same thing, it's still a horrible event. So what if my perception was again my own, but through my perception you could learn a couple of things, right? That's the goal, right? I'm not doing this as a vain act to talk about myself, but more so for educational purposes, right? Right. I saw Bibi No Money asking for what is boobs and say I'm a visual learner, and I was like educational purposes, right? Bibi No Money. Not a. I think most of the songs are quite catchy, but if I had to choose what, I'd possibly go what wasn't meant to be, because it's a sad song and you don't think about him making a sad song. Side tangent number 74 of a 4 minutes video. Congratulations on reaching 4 minutes, guys. You did it. Not to confuse. I didn't lose you yet. I have to try harder. Okay, I'll try harder. As you can see, we're in a really good mood this morning. Now, this is a mood offset by fatigue. We are running on this delicious product, which is 5 Hour Energy grape flavor. Not a sponsor, but if you would like to sponsor me, you have my email, you have my number, you have my Grinder account, my Snapchat account. Um, I'm still looking for the girl on Grinder. I've been promised there's a couple of them. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. Um, so yeah, so we're running on fumes, and this is affecting our mental health. But at the same time, it's a really cool video because, I kind of missed it. There's to me, and to me, there's this eternal gratitude to be able to watch the sunrise and be making videos, right? Um, I'm on my balcony. I'm technically outside. I'm technically touching grass. We'll call touching grass. I'm touching fucking bricks over here. Um, and yeah, it's a blessing to be able to see the sunrise, but to be able to partake in this birth of this big ball of fire, right? My apologies, disgusting. Um, yeah, that's important to me. Why? Because, well, first of all, we didn't have one in a week, so I am very thankful, Malik. And if I had to choose a vegetable, I would possibly go with leek. My favorite moment was the fappening leek. This whole thing is so bleak. At the same time, I'm hoping that we reach this peak, and that's pretty much it for eek. Eek. I'm in a good mood, and I know that sounds crazy, and I know I sound weird, but if you don't see a fucking guy that's happy and having fun, I feel bad for you. I wish you the best, right? So mental health wise, see, usually I would be sleeping, I would be enjoying, but the fact that we're doing this, and again, most of my favorite moments are watching the sunrise and just talking and having some fun because we don't take time to appreciate what we have. This is fucking free, dude. This is fucking free, dude. The Wi-Fi isn't free. This fucking delicious drink isn't free. This Italian sausage isn't free, right? However, this happiness is free, right? And that is pretty much it. I was supposed to have the whole day of freaking disgusting weather. I think we're gonna get a good day, guys. Holy. Is that possible? Am I dreaming? I think I'm dreaming. Pinch myself, I don't feel it, or dreaming. And mental health wise, we've been mental health wise, which is coming back to the subject, right? It's been very complex. I've been having a lot of stress because, as I told you 2 days ago, okay, so 2 months and a half ago, I received a bill, and they say, Mister, I'm gonna say my real name. Oops, Mister Jane Doe. Um, you owe us $15,000, and I don't know who is Mr. Jane Doe, but he was fucking freaking out. Like, holy shit, what am I supposed to do, right? And 2 days ago, I contested it. I was like, I don't owe you shit. It's like, okay, well, let's take this to court. I'm like, okay. And then 2 days ago, they called me, and I gave the most touching, the most beloved. It would take tears out of statues. That statue would cry. You know the song Chop Suey? I cry when Angel deserves to die. Right? He would cry. Like, the dude would die. I don't think you trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry when Angel deserves to. What happened to System of a Down? Miss you, dudes. I miss you. But again, Serge Tankian's solo career. My, such America pie. Maybe Vader someday later, now she's just a small fry. She kissed his mom and kissed his mommy goodbye, saying, soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. We were singing, my, it's an Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday later, now he's just a small fry. You think that's weird? It is weird. It is called Weird Al Yankovic. Look it up. So yeah, so the call was made, and although I believe that my testimony was tear-jerking and a work of wonder, I think if Shakespeare was a Gen Z theater kid that's screaming at his mom instead of Faye's mom, I'll be famous for my for my omelet. Right, omelet composition, right? And his mom's like, you kid in your social media. Yep, pet life. Pet life, what's up? And yeah, and I talked to them, and it's not about the situation per se, but the dice are thrown and they're rolled, and now we're waiting and they're rolling and they're rolling and they're rolling, which makes me think about two things. Rolling Stone, in the scene in Inception when he was rolling the dreidel. Hmm? You thought it was something else? That's a dreidel, yeah. It is the representation of the Jewish culture and a movie that is called Triple A, right? And then we're saying that there's no hidden agenda. How about that? Um, so yeah, so it's just about waiting for the result. Is it gonna be okay, bro? Is it gonna be like, yo, you're fucked, dude. You're fucked. You know? And I don't know, and that's a problem because if I did know, I wouldn't be reacting. See, if I did know, I would be sad for a good reason. And if I did know, I would either be sad for a reason or happy for a reason. But now I'm stuck in the limbo, and all I wanted to do was drive a Lambo with my friend Rambo. There's not a lot of thing with Rambo. You chose your name, Sylvester Stallone. So yeah, so it's been really, and ultimately speaking, we did heal a little bit for sure. And to be completely fucking honest, and they're gonna be finding me annoying, but hey, if you've been watching this for 11 minutes and 32 seconds and you don't find it annoying, we're kindred spirit, bro. Kindred spirit, soulmate, twin flame. MGK new song, not great. MGK punk, amazing. MGK rapper, eh. MGK new song, pop fuck. No thanks, Brody. Brody, bromosexual. Yes, I just copied Pineapple Express. Yeah, I'm cool like that. Okay. Um, so in the perfect sense of the term, I would love to say, hey, us working that much is why we're feeling so much better. But I think it's something else because we've been recapping a whole season of Trailer Park Boys. Now, I wasn't supposed to recap one season per day. However, in between the time I started watching the show and between the time we are today, which is again the 24th May 2025, 5:56 a.m. Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen, Frendo, which is some Dutch. You don't speak Dutch? Week. You could say buenos dias, buona minazza, good morning, bon matin. I got a special something for buona de minazza. It's very romantic, very poetic, right? It makes a girl leak. Um, no, not leak her stuff, but leak, you know. Um, and yeah, um, I could say it's because we've been busy with that. Been really busy with the Trailer Park Boys, which is not true because it's an hour and a half per day. Bruh. Um, I think an hour and a half a day per day is a lot. No, at the same time, when was the last time that we watched something and we took notes? When was the last time that we were focused for that long? It's been a while. Last time, I think we still had a different prime minister. Now, I know what you're saying. This is ha ha ha. What a funny joke. But we had a new prime minister and we had an election a month and a half ago. So it's not really a joke, and it's not that long ago. So you can't judge me. You can't laugh. Just a fun fact about Canada. Election a month ago. Kind of cool, isn't it? So yeah. So that being said, why are we doing that better? I feel like the possibility of a job starting tomorrow, because we're gonna get a call tomorrow saying, hey, yes, we chose you to be America Next Top Model, or tomorrow they say no, you're gonna be working at this company, or they're gonna say we don't want you, dude. And to be honest, it is a classical case of the worst thing she can say is no. So if I don't get the job, I'm gonna be disappointed because it's a good job. Um, but I told you about this before. It's not a job that I would chase. It's not a job that I would kill for. Nor should you kill for a job. But if you were to kill for a job, I hope it's a great job, right? Um, but it's a job that could be long term. There's advantages. It's close to my house. It would be swell, as they say in the 90s. It would be very swell. But the reality is, if I don't get it, well, I didn't try hard enough, right? I got a couple of plan B, I got a couple of plan C, I got a couple of plan D, I got a single plan E, but it's actually pretty good. So yeah, so I feel like even though we didn't heal, we kind of pushed it aside, right? And there's always gonna be the fight or flight. I'm facing the situation, choose to fight. Or facing the situation, I'm choosing to fight. But I believe there's more than that. There's just like, hey, I don't have to deal with this shit right now. This is a problem for future Steph. My real name, hi, nice to meet you. And yeah, if I don't get a job, of course it's gonna be shitty. But I have enough cash for next month, so that's still mean that I got a month to find a job. Now, I did give out a lot of CVs, so I'm hoping that one of those CVs that I gave out will pan out and say, hey, we hired a junkie. Can you believe that shit? Can you come in for an interview? Now, some people will scream at the fact that, dude, don't judge junkie. I'm not. Some people will scream at the fact that this is so unlikely, dude. It is very likely, trust me. And that's pretty much it. So, I feel like the mental state, has been improving a lot. And you see me right now, and this is the picture perfect. And now I know what you're gonna say. Oh, ain't you were planning to be this way from the beginning, just to prove a point? And if you believe that, oh fuck, I should be a theater kid, right? I think why I'm happy like that is because I can finally be creative, right? When you watch this show, and this show has brought attention to the channel, and because we brought attention to the channel, I had this motivation, like, hey, maybe this is my chance. Maybe Seabiscuit will finally win the race. And I feel creative. I feel very creative, and that's what I love about making content. The creativity isn't really creativity. We're recapping a fucking show that we saw 20 times. Where's the creativity? Where is the creativity in that? Right? Well, maybe the simple fact that you're filming the video. We made a video last week about a man with a plan versus a man with a tool. Planning a video versus filming a video. Maybe the simple fact that we're out here in the morning. Maybe with the simple fact that we're talking. Maybe the fact that I be myself, right? Maybe that's enough, right? And if that wasn't enough, then it wouldn't be. But I think that is, right? And I think in a world where we're the black sheep and we're a bit out there and we're a bit crazy, but in a good way, right? Right? Hopefully, sometimes. I feel like in a place or in a world where everybody's the same and everybody's doing the same thing and everybody's working this 9 to 5, we're making the same content of the edits. There's this new episode of Solo Leveling. There's fucking 40 edits of it. They're all using different songs, but it's the same fucking edits, right? And then trying to figure out who is the first one. Kind of hard, right? AI, anybody can do. There's this fucking trend with baby AI, and they're taking like Jersey Shore, they're taking Trailer Park Boys, and they're making a baby, and they're getting 1,000 views, and they're getting cash for that. I'm like, bruh, where is creativity? Where's original content? And I feel like a fucking grandpa because I was talking about theater before. Where are original piece? I want an original piece. I don't want the 40th version of Cats. Although I'll take a 40th version of Hamilton because if you haven't seen Hamilton, you're missing out, dude. It is swell as fuck. Pretty good. Musical wise, I'll go with Matilda, which is pretty good. I'll go with Hamilton, and I'll go with something. So come on in the trembling walls. I don't know. I'll leave it up to your girlfriend or your date of the day. You're welcome. And that's pretty much it. So I feel like this creativity, this fact that it's weird because I'm asking myself the question. We've been creative a lot, and we've been motivated to make content, and we've been making creative. So it's a vicious circle, but a positive circle, right? We're motivated, which makes us more creative. More creative equal we talk more. We talk more as we evacuate those emotions more, and this is making me better, right? Doesn't matter if you solve the emotion or not. If you don't keep it in, if you don't ball it up, then the pot will not break, right? I feel like we're doing that, or maybe it's the fact that we have a job soon, and I think subconsciously there's this thought of Don't start a fucking job with some baggage. Don't start a relationship with baggage. Don't start a yeah, right? I'm gonna start with baggage. And if the job, imagine the job is starting for tomorrow. And the craziest thing is, I can guarantee you, and I can feel it in my bones. And if I had a job tomorrow, I would come in and I would be normal, in the sense of, don't worry, I'm good, I'm able to do work, I'm motivated to do work. What do you need me to do? When you need me to start, I'm here, right? And I want to make it clear, yes, this job would be phenomenal. And I think I undersold the job, but I think that you undersell shit because deep down you're like, what if it doesn't work, right? And it's funny because I made a video about this last week, and I had the news. It's crazy. I got a call on Wednesday, and I had a call on Wednesday. The interview was on Thursday. I'm gonna get the answer on Monday. And my father was like, don't get your hopes up. My mom was like, if you don't get it, it's okay, Steph. Don't worry about it. And both of them were like, dude, don't get your hopes up, because if you don't get it, you're gonna get sad, right? In my head, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? We want to get it. This is a good opportunity. I have to get my hopes up, because if I don't believe in myself, who the fuck is gonna believe in me, right? And now that we're closer to it, this whole perception of time is insane. For me, from Thursday to Monday, there's a world of possibility. There's about 40 video, right? There's about 12 meal, which are phenomenal. There's about 32 hours of sleep. Think about it. And for them, it's like, okay, well, it's very close. Don't get your hopes up. And then maybe the whole speech of, if I don't get the job, it's not that big of a deal. Maybe it's self-sabotages. Maybe it's self-doubt. And like, hey, you're not gonna get the job. We broke this chair. Doesn't matter. And yeah, if it is, then it's a shame. But if it isn't, see, I'm a half full kind of guy. I'm a positive guy. If we get the job, awesome. If we don't get the job, that still occupied our mind for a couple of days. And in a couple of days, I wasn't miserable, and I wasn't in my head, and I wasn't stuck at home doing absolutely jack shit. And that on its own is a W, a classic Ohio W. And I think this is important. I think this is really important. I think, if anything, this just goes to show that there's way to busy yourself enough so you don't have to. And maybe in that case, just maybe this, if I had to choose, this possibly is flight, right? You avoiding the problem and creating other things and busying yourself and giving yourself busy work so you don't have to think about that is fleeing the scene, right? You don't confront your problem, you just create new ones, smaller one that you can fix. And because you're fixing smaller problem, you're like, hey, my life isn't that shitty, right? And if it is a flight answer, well, it's one of the two, right? And the question isn't, are you more flight or are you more fight? The question is, when facing a situation and get stuck on it, are you able to turn the page? Doesn't matter how you turn the page. If you're able to turn the page, then that is the most important part. So mentally speaking, we're doing a lot better. And I want to ask the question: if are we feeling better because we're more productive? Are we feeling better because we're busier? Are we feeling better because of the window of opportunity that gives out tomorrow? See, just the fact that we're filming right now and there's this sunrise, and this sunrise is not that great. I'll be completely honest. We saw better, but this is the first sunrise we have in a week. What happened here? Oh shit. The phone got too hot. And I cannot film. Meant to be. It's okay. I knew that happened. This phone cannot film. We're filming the tower too. We'll have to wait a couple of minutes from this nature corn. However, this is a good thing because we won't have 1 hour nature corn. I don't have 1 hour nature corn. I can put them on TikTok, right? So, that being said, as they say in French, I bid you adieu. I bid you farewell. As they say in Romanian, salibun. As they say in Spanish, buenos noches. As they say in English, au revoir. Ah, that was French, I got you. As they say in English, goodbye. As they say in Japanese, sayonara. Am I forgetting something? In Russian, عادي باش ما تريد زافرة. عادي باش ما تريد زافرة. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Not necessarily what we're trying to say, but close enough for me to be like, did you take it judge or not? So now I'm gonna be closing this video. I have one more video to do, and then sleepy time. So let's get going.